now I want to talk about why I am making these videos of me drinking. I want to talk about because this is a weird thing to do. This is a very hard thing to open up about drinking and addiction and having this issue. It's a disease. I believe 100% fully it's a disease. And a lot of people are treated like it's a choice, like we're bad people, like we want to hurt everybody around us and just get fucked up and party. And for me, it is that I do like to get fucked up, I do like to get buzzed, and I like to party, but it ends there. I don't like to cause problems in my family and my friends. I don't like to cause scenes and black out and drive drunk and say really fucked up things that hurt everybody around me. It ends there, you know. So why I'm making these videos is there's a lot of videos going around YouTube that talk about the Sinclair Method, and it's usually after the person has stopped drinking and they say their experience, you know, after the alcohol is gone from their lives. And I want to make this very clear that this book, The Cure for Alcoholism, this explains the whole process of using naltrexone for an alcoholic like myself that drinks every day, that literally cannot stop no matter how hard they try. I want to make it very clear that it is a process. You're not going to go cold turkey and stop and be abstinent. If you're a daily drinker or if you're a binge drinker, if you can stay sober for a few months and then you just like cannot white knuckle it enough, even if you're in AA, that's me. I went to AA for the past 2 decades almost, and you know, at least 15, 20 years, and I'm 35 now, and I've tried to stay sober, and that did not work for me. And I don't want to talk good or bad about AA. It just did not work for me, and there's still an option. So I want to do whatever works for you. It may be Jesus, it may be meditating, it may be AA, it may be the 12 steps, it may be the Sinclair Method. It may be both. It may be AA and the Sinclair Method. If it helps you stop or control your drinking, that's my focus. If it's going to save your fucking life, this is a life and death situation for me. It's not a fucking joke. I'm not trying to get views to make money. I'm trying to save a person's life on this video. Like, I'm not trying to make videos to say I know everything about AA, or make videos to say I'm like, this is what you should do or what you shouldn't do. Maybe if abstinence is your answer, do it. I can't stay sober on my own. So I think I'm getting a little off track, but the reason why I'm making these videos is I want to see, first of all, I want to see my own progress. Obviously, I'm recording this for my own life so I can look back on it, because I know 3 or 4 months from now, according to Claudia in this book, Roy Escapa's book, 3 to 4 months, if you comply with the naltrexone an hour before drinking, every time you drink, you will reach the extinction point where alcohol is no longer a factor. Now, those beers have been sitting there for about 20 minutes now, and usually I would have drank both of them, but it's just it's a different state of mind. It's just different. So I am still drinking. It's very fucking weird for me to be making these videos telling people that there is a solution, but I honestly, I believe Claudia Christian's testimony about the first time she drank on naltrexone, how she was a fast responder, and she said she just didn't want the alcohol. That happened to me the first night that I took naltrexone and drank, and it was a miracle. And I know that 3 to 4 months from now, if I comply, taking my naltrexone before drinking, I will slowly not need alcohol as much anymore as I once did. And it's already working. And that's the reason why I'm making these videos, is because nobody really shows the process. They think that abstinence is the only way for an alcoholic to be, and that if they keep drinking, then something's not working or something is wrong. And it looks like it's not working because I'm telling you I'm an alcoholic and I'm still drinking, and I'm telling you I've been in AA for 15 years and I'm still drinking, and that it's not working. And yes, AA did not work for me. Nothing has worked for me so far. I have been to the point of death and suicide, and no answers, and the hopelessness that only an alcoholic would know that drinks like me, and it is a fucking horrible place. So that's why I'm making these videos, is to record my own progress and hopefully relate to somebody that may have questions if they're new to the Sinclair Method, if they've tried AA, if they've tried any other rehab and it just doesn't stick. This is a very vulnerable time for any alcoholic, and I feel like if there's families out there and the person that's a heavy drinker needs to know that they're going to keep drinking on the Sinclair Method, this may help a family member out understand and not reject that person because they say, oh, it's not working, you're still drinking every day. I'm drinking a lot. I'm drinking a lot every day. I mean, it's 6 to 12 beers a day at least, and that's not normal. That's not a normal way to drink, but the way I'm drinking is not going overboard. I'm not blacking out. I'm not trying to kill myself or hang myself. I'm not calling and texting people. I'm not going anywhere and doing crazy shit I don't remember. I remember everything I do. And yes, I have hangovers. And yes, I wish it was not as much as I'm drinking, but I'm a fucking alcoholic. I have a sickness. I have a disease. I can't stop. So that's the reason why I'm making these videos, is to hopefully be relatable to somebody, to help people, and to let you know if you're drinking like me, you can still drink like this, but there is an answer and there's a solution. Naltrexone, you can still drink the way you want to drink as long as you comply with the hour before. You can still get a good buzz, and if you just keep doing it for months and months and months, that's why I want to make these videos, is because 3 months from now, 4 months from now, 5 months from now, I'm going to look back and say, wow, I drank a fucking lot, and now I don't even think about it anymore. So to an outsider looking in, it would look like it's not working. It would look like I don't know what I'm talking about. It would look like you're an alcoholic, you need to stop drinking. Why are you drinking? If something was really working, you would have the choice to not drink anymore and put the bottle down, and your life would just go on. And you need to go talk to this person, or talk to some real alcoholics, or talk to some rehab counselors. And I've fucking done that for the past 20 years. That's what I'm trying to tell you, is every solution that anybody else has gone through and said they stopped drinking, and I need to do this, I need to do that, I have been there. That's why I'm telling you I've been in AA for 15 years. That's why I'm telling you I've been to rehab. That's why I'm telling you I fucking tried to stop drinking on my own and lock myself in a fucking room for 9 months. Like, it hasn't worked for me. This is working for me, and that's why I'm fucking making these videos, because it might work for somebody else. If you can relate to me, that's who I'm talking to. If you don't relate to me, I don't know what to tell you, because maybe you don't just understand, because it's a very controversial subject. You're still drinking, trying to drink yourself to recovery. But if you read this book, if you watch the One Little Pill documentary by Claudia Christian, if you watch her TED Talk, you get a big understanding of what I'm talking about, and a better understanding of how the Sinclair Method works, how it leads to the extinction of alcohol in your brain. So I'm making these videos to help anybody. If I can save one person's life, if I can change one person's life by just spreading the word, I'm going to keep making these videos. If there's people that don't understand, that think this is stupid, I completely understand. But once you're at the point of death, if something works, it doesn't look that fucking stupid anymore, if it's going to save your fucking life. So this is about life and death for me, and it's working for me. I'm going to keep doing these videos. If anybody else out there is struggling with a family member, I just want to let you know that this is working. No matter if I'm drinking all this all these beers every day, if it, I just want to ask you a question. If it can help you drink and not go to those crazy places where you go insane and black out and do crazy shit and hurt everybody around you, or you say this is stupid and you don't do it, and then you keep drinking and tell somebody to abstain, and then they go fucking 3 weeks and then go back to drinking and then go crazy again and go try to kill somebody or drive drunk, or and then it's even worse because they feel like really guilty about it, about going back to drinking because they're not strong enough, or they don't have the right will, or they're not doing something right, or they're doing something wrong. Which would you choose? Would you rather drink every day and have a 70% success rate that a few months down the road, if you keep taking naltrexone, it's going to work and you're going to be completely cured of alcoholism? Or would you want to just call this stupid and say you need to abstain and go to AA? And then that just keeps fucking happening, where you drink and you're like, I need to go to AA. I drink, I need to go to AA. And that's the place I'm in. So I appreciate everybody who watches these videos. This is a very, very serious thing for me, and I know that there's thousands and hundreds of thousands of people struggling with alcohol addiction that don't have answers, that don't know what to do because they've tried AA or they've tried rehabs multiple times. And I've talked to hundreds of people that have been in rehabs with fucking alcoholics that have been in there fucking 5 to 10 times, and their families are spending $30,000 a pop on it, and it's not working. It's not working. And maybe it's not the addict's fault. Maybe they really are trying because they keep showing up. Maybe it's the treatment center's fault. Maybe it's the solution. I want to share what's working for me, and that's all I can speak on is my experience. So I pray for you guys that you find a solution that works for you, whether it's AA, whether it's the Sinclair Method. This is going to be my journey, and this is life-changing. This is changing my fucking life. It's saving my life. So I hope it saves yours, you know? That's really where it comes from.